Hey guys, I wanted to show you my new plugin, Tommygun NPC. Basically, I've made it so that we replace the brains of vanilla scientist NPCs to make them more interesting and engaging in combat. So I'm just going to demonstrate to you a few things about this guy here. The first thing that you should notice is that his shooting patterns are quite a bit different. He will fully automatic use his weapon to shoot you in close range, and if I get a little bit further from him, he'll start bursting more often to do more controlled sprays. As you can see, he's burst firing now. I've also added a whole bunch of other abilities, like this guy sometimes will crouch while he's shooting to make it a little bit more interesting to fight these guys. There's a ton of different configurable elements to this plugin. Like I think this guy in particular has these stands in place, so this NPC will not move around while he's shooting at you. Make them feel a little bit more unique. And you can kind of customize them on a per monument basis. So I'll just show you what the config looks like for that. So everything is kind of done through this archetypes board. We've got personalities ranging from the rat all the way up to the leader, or maybe a Chad. And you can configure these different archetypes with a whole bunch of different traits. You just toggle them on or off. You get things like, when they're roaming around and they're waiting for their next patrol point, do they duck down and look at the ground as if they're potentially looting or something like that? We got things like, do they prefer to duck when they're reloading? Do they duck when they're shooting? Maybe when they're strafing, they're crouching. Do they jump while they're strafing? Like vanilla NPCs never jump, but with this plugin, they can do that. Makes for slightly more interesting combat. You can change how wide they strafe when they fight you. All kinds of different options for different kinds of movement. Whether they rush the player when they see them, whether they avoid the player. Different things about combat. You can make them stop shooting at you when you hit them. Makes them quite a bit easier if they are flinching. They can use grenades more intelligently, which will basically stop them from throwing grenades at enemies if it would result in their own death. They can use grenades to flush people from behind cover. I added this leadership feature, which lets leaders recruit nearby NPCs to follow them around, basically. So you'll see like a gang of them roaming around that way. There's some behavior to retarget people that are actively killing their squad members. They're aware of sounds. They'll investigate sounds or just look at sounds. They have reaction times. So if your NPCs are a little bit too hard, you can change how quickly they're going to react to players once they can see them. Ton of different variables to change for combat. We got the damage scale here. If they're too easy or too hard, crank this up. You can make them less accurate. You can change how far they can see and hear. There's so much that you can configure about how these NPCs behave. They can heal themselves if they have medical supplies on their hotbar. They can seek cover. That only really works on vanilla monuments because the nav mesh pass when you boot your server generates cover points only on vanilla monuments. change their movement speed. This is all set to like standard stuff, like the defaults. This is the leadership recruitment type stuff. You can change how many maximum people will be in the squad potentially. A whole bunch of different variables for jumping. If they're jumping too much, make them jump a little bit less often. The cooldowns, ducking cooldowns. You can give them names of real players from the server if you wanted to do that to make them. You can fool people for a little while if you turn that on, but people do figure it out. Radio chatter, that kind of thing. So yeah, you can create your own NPC archetypes, like test bot, and now we can configure somebody. Say we want this test bot to only walk, and he will back up away from you, and maybe he will stand while shooting and flinch on hit. And he'll investigate sounds, and then away you go. So say we've got this test bot now, we can go to the Monuments tab, and we can go to, say, I don't know, launch site, and go, okay, let's change launch site to use test bot, and then you hit reapply. And now all the NPCs that spawn at launch site will have this test bot archetype. You can see we've got all of the vanilla monuments here, and configure them as you like. You can also set up groups, pools of NPCs, so you can use like a mix of different NPCs at a monument. So for example, the elite mix might be applied to the oil rig monument, and there'll be a percentage-based chance of spawning with these different types of personalities. You can create your own pools. Pretty flexible, very expandable plugin, and should make PvE combat, PvE adventures quite a bit more interesting. It'll work really well with plugins like raidable bases, just because it'll make the NPC shoot a little bit more intelligently. But yeah, it'll work with just your vanilla scientists as well. So I hope to see you guys make good use of this plugin. Cheers.